Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Leo Boo the Fool manifestation reading for the end of May, June 2022. And I chose Boo the Fool just because it came to me, and I want to explain why. When I was growing up, we used to use the term Boo the Fool for somebody who was foolish, made choices, didn't think about things, didn't think things through, that kind of thing. And that's not the kind of Boo the Fool I'm talking about today, though. The fool I'm talking about is somebody who is taking all the lessons that they've learned, the wisdom that they've learned, and they are turning that into the force to move forward with, the force that helps them to embody creativity and passion and love and joy again, fun, freedom, authenticity, all of those things that everybody desires. And so the Boo Boo the Fool energy is embodying that part of the Fool. The person who's willing to take the risk to go forward. They have no idea where it's going to end up, but you know what? They don't care. They're like, you know what? Moving forward is what I want to do. It's what I have to do. I've tried doing other things. It's not working for me. So I'm just going to do it. And that's the Boo Boo the Fool energy that I'm talking about. I came from a family where, everybody worked hard, broke their back. In fact, one of my parents is still working to this day. And they're in their 70s. And I'm like, nah, that's not what I want for my life. I want to enjoy my life, and I don't want to work hard. I want to have ease, and I want freedom. I want my time to be my time, and I want to help people. And I have all these desires and dreams that I've put out into the universe. But then I also have the negative record that's playing in my head that says I don't deserve it, or I doubt it, or I fear it, or I overanalyze it to death, or, all of that. I've done all of it. Um, and I am a Leo sun, so this is all pertinent for me too. But I want to really encourage you to step into your authenticity, to put the mask down, to really love yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm good enough as I am. I am a wonderful person. I am giving. I am all these things. But I also know how to put my ego down, because my ego's been running the show. I know that my ego has been having me manifest from a subconscious standpoint, to the point where, my hopes, dreams, and desires haven't come to fruition yet because of that. And I need to understand manifestation, and I need to understand how to do that the right way to get what I want. Because I feel like I deserve to be abundant. I feel like spirit wants me to be abundant too, and I'm like, wait a minute here, we got to get on the same page. I did watch a video today, so I do want to put that out there too. It was called Do This Before June and Attract Real Money Fast. A lot of powerful people are in that video, so I really encourage you to watch it at your leisure. But really stepping into that Boo Boo the Fool energy is about change. Wanting change, wanting nothing to do with what's been done in the past, nothing to do with being stuck in the past and the emotions and the pain of the past, wanting nothing to do with that, wanting the newness and the opportunity that this new cycle is bringing for all of us, and really wanting to step into that and do some wonderful things with that, and being in alignment with spirit so that I can give messages to fulfill my purpose. So I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also saying that for you to understand why this reading is being done. I want you to really have the courage to be the Boo Boo the Fool energy, to really step back into your authenticity, because we all wear masks. We all hide ourselves, right? We all dim our light. We all do that. But it's also, our ego that's causing us to do that too, due to, different situations from the past programming, things that happen from childhood, so many different reasons for it happening. But the bottom line is you can step into your authentic self. You can set the intention that no, that's not going to happen any further. You can have a conversation with your ego to be like, okay, have a seat. I got this. I'll let you know when I need you. Don't worry. that kind of thing. I mean, you really need to have some boundaries in place within yourself and what you're going to allow your ego to do. And this video is being done for your awareness, and maybe some to help you and educate you, and also to help you see that everybody's going through this. People are hurting each other, and it's such a sad place when I hear about all of the pain in this world, because I know it could be so much different. The light can shine in the world. The light can make change. The love that we have within ourselves, if we can just release it, it will change things. But again, it's one person at a time with the desire to be moved with full energy, and to step into their authenticity and not be afraid to shine their light. Not be afraid to love, not be afraid to give, not be afraid to receive, and be in alignment to receive the positive. Because if you are trying to manifest and you are manifesting from a negative place, you are only manifesting negative things. Because your subconscious is where you manifest from. So if your subconscious is still stuck in a record that's been playing, for however long it's been playing, that's filled with doubt and fear and negativity and victimization and all that other negative junk, then guess what? That's where you're manifesting from. You can have all the positive thoughts in the world, as you'll see in that video, but guess what? Nothing's going to change until you understand how manifestation really works, until you get in alignment to receive the manifestations that you're putting out there, and being at a vibration, being at a feeling level, being at an energy level to match that vibration of the things you're asking for. And so we're going to talk about that, because there's lots of message out here that are going to help you, because there's messages out here for Leos in general. This is not just for me, but I resonate with it. Okay, so let's talk about your tarot cards first. Center energy is justice. Okay, so you're wanting justice in a situation, whatever that is, and you're wanting to be generous. Okay, because it's your natural, that's who you are. You are a generous person by nature. But there is something that's coming to me about that. And so I will say what's coming to me. Be careful not to be too generous to the wrong people. Have boundaries in place, and don't be in any situation that you are not receiving as much as you are giving. Reciprocity is very important. Be careful that you are not being a people pleaser and giving too much. And be careful that you're not codependent. Because those very things are some of the signs of codependency, is being a people pleaser. And so as you go through this awareness, this liberation, this clearing, all of these cards that are out here, and as we talk about those in a few minutes, you're going to see that, you may have been manifesting from your ego, manifesting from a painful place without realizing it. And so that's why it was so heartfelt for me to do these videos for everybody, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've put on my big girl panties. I started this morning, and that's why I'm doing these videos today. I want my manifestations. I want abundance. I want freedom. I want me to be my authentic self. That has been my prayer. That has been my conversation with spirit for the last 2.5 years since I went through my spiritual awakening. So, spirit has been gracious enough to be with me on that journey, and has shown me some things. I have been resistant at times to that. I've been resistant to the change. I've been, in that place, right? I understand. But I also am asking you to step into the book of the full energy today. Step into it one step at a time. No, I am not going to allow my ego to try to control, manipulate, try to talk me out of the good things in my life, try to confuse me, try to do anything to me from a negative space that is going to hinder my progress in moving forward. My ego needs to go have a seat. I'll call you when I need you. That's how I'm going to deal with my ego. My ego has served the purpose of protecting me, but it has also served the purpose of hindering my progress through so much protection. protection when it wasn't needed, because there was nothing harming me at the time, but that's not what the ego was telling me. So I was acting out of feeling like I was, being hurt by a situation and being disillusioned by my own ego to see it that way. And so you have to really understand the ego and how much power it has if you let it, right? But no more. Here and now, today, I step into my power. I step into my authenticity. And so this message is going to try to help you to do the same. Okay, these are my fellow Leos here. This is what we do all day. We know how to step into our power. That's just what we do. So I'm encouraging you, and we're going to talk about some ways to do that and get some more clarification. So as we talk about the crowning energy that you got in your tarot message, you have meditation with the Four of Cups. So this is about going in, having a closer relationship with Spirit so that you can receive the messages from Spirit, so that Spirit can work with you, and so that you can have that more reciprocal relationship with Spirit, because the Spirit has some things for you to do. Spirit has some messages for you, and it's been hard to get them through to you because your ego has been fighting real hard to stay in control. Okay, now here we have Two of Swords at the undermining energy here, some kind of decision that you need to make, right? But I know the card says decisions, but you see how those two swords are up there blocking, so again, talking about those messages from Spirit, they were being blocked at one point. You weren't hearing them. Okay, now you are. You've stepped into your power in that area. You're starting to, really, pull back your power and step into it because you gave it away. That's what people pleasing does. We give away energy. We give away our power because we want to be so, accepted. We're Leos. We want everybody to like us. Well, you know what? I don't care whether you like me or not. And I'm not saying that out of arrogance. I'm just saying that because if I care so much that you like me, that I can't move forward and do what I need to do, then that becomes a hindrance to me. So I accept everybody for who they are. I don't judge anybody, and I move forward in the way that I need to move forward, which is in my power, which is in my authentic self. Because I give authentically, I want to receive authentically, and I want to receive every blessing, everything for my highest good that Spirit wants me to have. I want it, so I'm going to get it. And I'm not letting anything or anyone stop me from getting it. The Hierophant. This is about, authority or, commitment of some sort, somebody, but the Hierophant to me is somebody who's in charge, right? Somebody who steps in and is like, no, we're not doing that no more. I don't know what we were doing, but that ain't it. Okay, that's where we're at. And then we have the Queen of Wands here with vibrancy, stepping into passion and love and joy and peace and flow and allowing and releasing and just beautiful energy. And that's the outcome. So Leo, go ahead on. Do you. Okay, let's talk about your received messages. Receive play. And I just did Scorpio. That had the same card. So you might be dealing with Scorpio. I'm willing to enjoy play under all conditions in the same spot too. That's interesting. Soothe your sense of lack. I'm willing to see and feel all the ways that I am loved and cared for. Again, this is about really coming into that attitude of gratitude and stop being in that place of what you don't have. Be thankful for what you do have. From the moment you wake up to the moment you lay your head to pillow and every second in between, you still have. So be thankful for what you have and open the door for Spirit to see that you're in a place for you to receive more. Okay. Receive now by sitting. I'm willing to sit and receive right now. And that just takes me back to this picture here. Wait. Hold on a second. This takes me back to what I was saying about Spirit and having your relationship with Spirit for you to receive. And this right here, the decisions card. Because Spirit has been trying to talk to you. And these two swords up here to me, they block. Okay, right? So you've been blocking it out, resisting it, whatever the case may be. But this is asking you to step back, Again, getting into this vibrancy, high vibe, getting with spirit, getting the messages that you need from spirit so you know how to move forward the right way. Receive reassurance. I'm willing to receive comforting reassurance in expected and unexpected ways. So, you could receive this from family and friends, your significant other, but I suspect that also encompasses, spiritual support too. Okay, so just understand that you're going to get this in a myriad of ways. And then receive wealth. I am willing to deeply see all of the ways that I'm wealthy right now. And again, going back to soothe your sense of lack, receive wealth. That again is going back to your attitude of gratitude and being in a place to receive what the universe. You've put it out there. Universe wants to give it to you, but you have to be in a place to receive it. And this is talking about divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. And so this is you stepping into your authenticity, not allowing your ego or anything else to pull you, distract you, bring you down, bring you into that negative space where you're caught up in this loop of negativity in your thoughts and your feelings and confusion and doubt and all those negative emotions, just shutting that down, completely shutting it down. Okay, we have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only self-love. And so really what that's about is you stepping into loving yourself, not worried about whether somebody else does or not. This is all about you. This is all about you coming into the fullness of who you are meant to be authentically. Okay, clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom, right? Because you truly understand that all that you have is not really yours anyway. Spirit gave it to you. So it's really not yours. So how can you claim it to be yours when it's really not yours? Okay? Deepening. Once you're on earth and for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So this is really about, that relationship with, coming into balance within yourself, coming into balance with your relationship with spirit, and really just letting go, letting everything go. The past, the future, don't care, not worried. No more negativity about anything. Just really, you know what? It is what it is. I'm manifesting what I want to manifest. I'm in a place with my thoughts, my actions, my behavior, the space. I'm in a place, a space to receive all that I'm asking for. And I'm not worried about it. Spirit's got me, and therefore I know. I know. Boo Boo the Fool has that kind of confidence. Boo Boo the Fool has that kind of trust and belief and love and joy and peace and creativity. That's Boo Boo the Fool energy. Okay? So important to step into that. And liberation, freedom, right? The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. And so what that means is, yeah, they come up. You know where they're coming from. You're aware. You don't care. Has no power anymore. The past, your feelings, your emotions that were negative have no power. They are being overwritten. The record is being changed. The thoughts, the feelings, the actions all line up to say, you are beautiful, you are deserving, you are abundant, you are wonderful, you are creative, you are passionate, you are an individual, you are unique, you are all the things that your authentic self knows already that you are. You just had to step into it. And so these things still happen. You're like, okay, yep, I know what that is. Yep, ego, go have a seat. Putting boundaries around certain things within you so that they don't get out of control anymore. So that you're not manifesting from the wrong place, so that you are truly, aware and intentional with your purpose, intentional with your emotions and feelings and thoughts and desires and your actions. Everything's in alignment to your highest self, to your highest good, to your fullest potential. Okay, last row. Let's see here. Okay, the first card, I can see my world through the eyes of Source. This is divine flow. This is you being in the flow to see not only all that Spirit wants for you, but allowing and being so very thankful and grateful and full of reciprocity in your relationship, not only with Spirit, but in the world. You know, the law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions, right? What are you focused on? The problem or the solution? Because they're two different vibrations. If you're focused on the problem, then you're low vibe. If you're focused on the solution, then you're high vibe. So changing that perspective again, like we just talked about. Nothing is more important than that I feel good. Again, vibration, intention. You intentionally feel good. You intentionally set the tone. You intentionally align yourself. You intentionally take your power back, stand in your power, enact those boundaries as you need them and enforce them. You stand in your truth and you are not ashamed to do it. In fact, you are happy to do it, but not in a hurtful way. In a very raw, well, not even raw, because that's not even the accurate word, but just being who you are. Just being your authentic self. No more hiding, no more dimming your light, no more making yourself small for other people to feel good. None of that. I'm always receiving the essence of what I am giving. Understanding law of attraction at its most. If you are receiving negativity, it's because subconsciously that's what you believe. You're only manifesting what you truly believe. I can have money and freedom too. There you go. I can have it all. And that's the mentality of Boo Boo the Fool. I can have it all. And I won't be ashamed for wanting it all. I won't be letting the things that I was told or the things that I was shown through my life tell me what I can and cannot do, what I can and cannot be, what I can and cannot have. I will no longer allow that. I am the attractor of my ever experience. Again, what are you attracting? Align with what you want. Feelings, actions, emotions, thoughts, all of it has to be in alignment for it to come in. And you have to have a place for it to be received. If you got so much stuff around you that you ain't got no place to receive it because your mind is so distracted, or you got so much stuff, or just anything where you're not in a place to receive the thing you're asking for, then guess what? You're still blocking it. Blocking. And I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. Again, take charge. Boo Boo the Fool energy takes charge. I will succeed. I will do X, Y, and Z. I will come into alignment. I will have my abundance. I will have reciprocity and love overflowing. I will have whatever I want. Why? Because I am in alignment. I am in alignment in thought, intention. I am in alignment with action. I am in alignment with emotion. I know what I want. I'm feeling as though I already have it, and I'm going to have it, period. I have a place already set aside to receive it. I'm in full alignment because I am not going to be held back anymore by the past of any situation, period. Well, Leo, I hope that this helps you as you step into your Boo Boo the Fool energy. Much love and light. Lady T.